Hi everyone, today I'm doing my stock market portfolio review, and this is where I show you all of my positions, what I'm planning to do with my positions. And as always, the aim of this video, or the aim of the series, is to show my portfolio and trying to beat the S&P 500, as that is the target every year, to try and outperform the S&P 500. And over the last kind of 3 years since I've run this series, we have been able to do it on this channel, and I'll show you where I'm at right now of this month and how all my stocks did. As always guys, if you can smash that like button, that's absolutely amazing, and we'll get stuck into my stock market portfolio. Now I will be doing a UK version of my stock market portfolio, but this is my US portfolio, which is definitely a lot larger than my UK portfolio. All the positions are taken from when I first buy them. Some are slightly different, but you can just track how I recommend stocks and when to buy them. So it's a good averaging for everyone to see the stocks I recommend to buy and how they actually do. So first up is JD.com, which was up 7.8%, and it's just done fantastic since I bought this company. Overall now I think that on JD.com I'm up something like 120%, maybe 130% overall. And I have trimmed the position slightly. I think it was only a few months ago. I am considering maybe trimming the position slightly again. I'm not 100% sure, because in the long term I think this company is fantastic. So I don't know if I want to trim a position that I think will go up even more. It's just that I'm up 140% and I'm like, shall I just take a little bit more profit? So I am considering maybe trimming the position slightly, but at the same time I'm not really sure on that one. So comment down below what you think I should do with that JD position. Microsoft, which is a position that I've held for so long now, that put in a 5.98% return. J&J put in a 13.82% return in April. They had some really strong earnings as well. Visa's up 3.81%. Facebook had some strong earnings. They put in a decent month with 10.22% return. Walgreens, kind of another flat month really from them, negative 1.13%. CCL trying to pull some ground up. They're at 12.97% return of the month. We've got Alibaba, which was up 5.17%, and you know what, I am kind of considering maybe buying a little bit more Alibaba at the moment. I'll be honest with that one. Tesla, obviously we sold that one out in February. We got a 250% return on that one. Align Technology is up 13% last month. Altria was 9.11%. Uber was 8.23%, Dropbox was 13%, iRobot, a really good month for them, 48%. I actually did have a little bit of a thinking about maybe selling them, because I think overall I was up 30-40% on that position, and I was like, I've held it for a while, maybe sell it and then buy something else with it, take the profit, but I haven't at the moment. Disney 6.42%, Pinterest up 28%. You know I like my Pinterest. I've made a lot of videos on Pinterest recently. Boeing, I mean I'm down 13% this month, but I'm still up quite a bit on that position, 45%. So I'm a bit on the fence with Boeing really, because the earnings were not great. But they were taken positively. They actually went up on the day, and I was like, their earnings weren't that good, and the stock went up, and I was like, this is crazy. And in the long term I like Boeing because they have such a monopoly in the industry of manufacturing planes, but I don't want to be buying around about $140 or whatever it is right now. It's just way too much for me. I would love to buy or build up that Boeing position, but not at these prices. I would like to buy below $100. So if the stock market pulls back, which I think it will do, I'll buy some more Boeing. But I mean, it's crazy how much it is up at the moment. I mean, I'm not planning to sell, because for me, Boeing's a stock I'm going to be holding 2 to 5 years. But with it being up this much, it's bonkers, this one. So I would like to add more, but I just can't believe how much it's gone up already. And then we've got CBRE Group, which put in a 2.12% return, and then Wynn Resorts, which I did sell out of after this month, which did post another 25% gain. So I was up quite a bit on that position as well. So for me, like I say, I was quite happy with the sale in Wynn Resorts. So that's another. I've only sold 2 stocks this year. I mean, normally overall, in a year, I only really sell 2 or 3 stocks. So I've been a little bit more active this year, really, because like I say, I only normally sell 2 or 3 stocks. So I've traded a lot more than what I normally do, but that's just because of the crazy, like for me, Tesla was way overvalued at these prices, and I took the 250% profit. Wynn Resorts, I just felt like to be valued at $80 when it has so many more problems going forward was insane. So I sold that one out at 82% profit, I think it was. So what can you do? Overall, like, I'm not really wanting to buy any, but the ones that kind of have the best valuations right now is probably Alibaba more than anyone. But even so, I don't even think I'll buy that right now, unless the stock market goes down. If the stock market keeps going up at this sort of rate, I'm probably actually looking at iRobot, and there's potential that I would sell out iRobot out. If it got to 50%, I'd probably take my money then. That's the only one I'm thinking of selling, really. So that's kind of where I am with my stock market portfolio. So overall, that's kind of like what's going on with my portfolio at the moment. I am thinking about maybe changing it up. So instead of just showing the year-to-date return, actually showing like my overall returns rather than just saying it. That's one change I'm thinking of making, because I look at like JD.com and whatever it said, I think it was like up like 20%, but overall I'm up like 140%, but it didn't show it on that. I might add a column on the end of the chart saying like position return or something, so you can see them all rather than me saying them all the time. But overall, like I say, not too bad overall. My total return was 11.09% for the month of April, and the S&P actually had a good month, a good recovery month, and it went up 9.56%. So we did outperform the S&P again this month. So we've outperformed it 4 consecutive months so far this year, which is pretty good. Overall, we are on a negative return of 1.71%, which isn't too bad really. Overall, the S&P is still down negative 15.76%. So we are kind of outperforming the S&P by about 14% right now, which isn't bad. Hopefully we'll get that positive again at some point soon. But when the stock market's down as much as it is, to kind of be down only 1% isn't too bad overall. So I'll kind of take that right now. So that's my stock market portfolio for the month of April and how it did. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was some kind of insight for you guys on my whole portfolio. Like I say, I'll make a UK version in a few days time, so stick around for that one, guys. If you could, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video.